It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From Quicken Loans Arena, tonight the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Houston Rockets. The Cavs secure the opening tip. They get it first as we're underway in Cleveland. Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Jordan Clarkson trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play on the first possession of the game. It's Rockets ball.
We go.
Paul to Harden. Screen coming.
Screen coming.
Sizing up the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Harden to Anthony. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Trying to cash in. The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
To Rodney Hood. And count the basket.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Harden in possession. They're down 3. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Good shot.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Clarkson with the basketball. Looking to make something happen to Rodney Hood. To Love. Wide open look, won't go.
Ooh, I can't believe he didn't get that one to fall. But at the end of the day, he got an open look, and that bodes well for this team.
To Paul. Anthony. Harden. He engulfed him that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
And counted at the rim.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there, but let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
And now Houston has the basketball. Anthony, a shot, no good.
He missed that shot on his own. The defense didn't do anything on that play to make him miss.
And Chris Paul, veteran move, well defended, still buries the 3.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Hood. A pass taken away by the Rockets.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Paul. He made his first effort, but not that time. Clarkson with the basketball. He'll run the offense. End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
So you're just going to let him go coast to coast like that?
Paul into the front court. Down 2. For 3. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Goes to the left side. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Paul. Textbook defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Clarkson. Kevin Love missed his first. That one goes.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Harden. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Cleveland has the basketball. Smith. Nothing going here on that drive. To Clarkson. 5 to shoot for Cleveland to J.R. Smith. From long range. Won't go down for J.R. Smith. Defense was all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Clarkson with the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Channing Frye at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 82%. The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. Rockets in control of the basketball. And scores. Great body control on the step through.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
Lays it up and in.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Gordon with it. Just under a minute to go in what's been a hotly contested first quarter. And he finishes at the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Clarkson. Swings it to J.R. Smith. To Clarkson. Beyond the arc for 3. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Gordon with it. Down 8. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Houston takes over.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Now pass taken away by Cleveland. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter. The Cavaliers with the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Paul across the timeline, trailing by 10. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. He connects off the step back.
Ed, I'm telling you right now, that is the move of an assassin.
Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup to Alec Burks. The drive, right to the...
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Paul into the front court. Margins 8. Nene to Capella. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw try, off the mark. Alec Burks to Colin Sexton. Yes, And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Missed the foul shot. Fires the three. Can't get the bounce. Love to Alec Burks. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Oops, he missed the first one. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Rockets have the ball. To Capella. Oh, had him going there for a second. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Eric Gordon at the line for 2 shots. A career 81% free throw shooter. Able to convert on both free throws.
Oh, yeah, 2 points.
Sexton to Alec Burks. Clint Capella sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Paul with it up top. Right now, down 7. No good. Ooh, Chris Paul. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
James Harden at the controls. Kevin Love able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Harden to Anthony. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Anthony. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Sexton. Deep left corner. To Colin Sexton. Fires the 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
To Harden. Nene. Nice pass to get things going.
Eric Gordon finished second in the Sixth Man of the Year voting after winning the previous year. But what's even more astonishing is watching his development at his time in Houston. In New Orleans, often it looked like he was lost. But there's no doubt about it. In H-Town last year, he found a second life.
Harden into the front court. Down 5. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. Smith to Colin Sexton. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He's a scorer and an elite passer.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
J.R. Smith trying to cash in on the 3-point play. For his career, 73%. Jay, what's going to be good enough this year for the Rockets to get to the NBA Finals?
Well, you need CP3 to be healthy, but also I think James Harden needs to continue to build on his play in the playoffs in particular. Those last 6 games against the Golden State Warriors, he really struggled from the three-point line. He shot 37% during the regular season. He shot 20% in the Western Conference Finals.
Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Sexton to Love. Nothing going here on that drive. Love to Colin Sexton. 5 seconds to shoot. Smith to Colin Sexton. Love. Great defense, forcing the miss. Harden with the basketball. Under a minute to go before halftime. Hall to Harden. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Okay, that time it was effective, but a really good defender will put that in their memory bank.
Get down, half court, hands up, hands up. Come on, come on.
Nothing going here on that drive. Sexton. Nene sends it away. That's going to be out of bounds. Smith the last to touch. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Paul to Harden. Deep three at the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. The Cavaliers have the lead.
The Cavaliers will start the second half with a narrow lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunity. Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Now it's Harden at the controls. To Paul. Pass down low to Carmelo. That's rebounded by the Cavaliers. Nance to Rodney Hood. Gets it in the right corner. Love. Kevin Love. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Harden to Capella. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
Clint Capella has got 2 shots coming. A career 48% free throw shooter. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Clarkson with the basketball. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Clint Capella swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Paul. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Clarkson. Curling inside. And scores. Strong take.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
It's James Harden once again. To Anthony. Here comes the screen. Anthony, they work it to Capella, down low. Clint Capella, not a busy night, but effective, 2 for 2.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Love, Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough two rather than an easy three.
Harden in possession. His guys down by 9. To Capella. Shot won't go. To Clarkson. It's Clarkson with the slam.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Yes, Carmelo Anthony. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field. Jay, mixed opinions with Carmelo Anthony. How will you remember his career?
Well, as of right now, he's a catch-and-shoot type player. But for me personally, Carmelo Anthony will go down as one of the greatest isolation players of all time. Back in his Denver days, his earlier New York Knicks days, there was nobody better in an isolated set than CA.
Anthony. From the outside, no good.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
It's in the hands of Harden. To P.J. Tucker. Here comes the screen. Paul. He'll take that any day.
Today's league just throws that old school stuff out of the window. Why have twos when you can shoot threes? Even on fast breaks, guys spread out towards the three-point line instead of laying the ball easy at the rim.
A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down. Harden with it up top. The deficit is 6. Hood. To Clarkson, going to launch beyond the arc. Jordan Clarkson, that was a difficult shot. Hits the 3.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Substitutions, Houston.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Colin Sexton at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He struggled so far. The free throw good. Cashes in on the 3-point play. The lead now stands at 10. Houston with the basketball. It goes down.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
Sexton to J.R. Smith. Alec Burks to J.R. Smith. Sexton to Love. Throws it down.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Knight into the front court. His guys trail by 10. A big finish at the rim.
And Melo will be the first one to tell you this. He's not ready to be a role player just yet. He can still put up points in bunches. Didn't shoot the ball that well last year. Averaged around 16 a game. The lowest total of his 15-year career.
Wow. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Now it's Harden, controlling the offense. Tristan Thompson, huge block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Harden, lets it fly from beyond the arc, and James Harden, not sure why he was so wide open there.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Count it.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
Short jumper off the mark.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Third quarter comes to an end. The Cavaliers with the lead. The Cavaliers start with the basketball here in the fourth quarter. They had the lead coming out of halftime. They were able to extend that lead in the third quarter.
A lot of fans and players get consumed with the big plays, but the coaches love seeing their teams continuing to do the little things. That's how you increase the lead.
Cleans it up around the perimeter to Alec Burks. Clarkson. To Alec Burks. Here's a chance from long range. Hand in his face, no good for Alec Burks. Harden has it up the floor to Anthony. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup to Alec Burks. Nothing going here on that drive. 4-3. Oh, that's how it's done.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to your stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Deep two there, won't go. Clarkson with the basketball. Lead stands at 10. Doesn't even see the defender. Buries the shot.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Off the mark. Well contested.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
It's Rockets ball. Paul to Anthony. Not that time.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Ooh, crisp ball. Now 4 for 9.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Changes coming from both sides right now. And scores.
You know, he may not show up in your feed all the time with the crazy highlights, but he's one of the most underrated creative shot makers we have in this game.
Carter Williams with it up top. The deficit now up to a dozen. Oh, he had had him there for a second. Has a look. Off the mark. Not a high percentage shot.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
To Rodney Hood. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Carter Williams to Anthony. Trying to cash in. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
And now Houston has the basketball. Carter Williams to Anthony. Here comes the screen. Add 2 points to the board.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
I got ball. I got ball.
Clarkson to Love. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
That one out of bounds off a rocket. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Number 13, James Harden.
Clarkson.
17, PJ
Cavs with 4 to shoot. For 3. Shakes free and hits.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Nothing going here on that drive. Has a chance. Shot by Carmelo. No good. To Rodney Hood. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Harden in possession. His guys down big. Screen coming. Lets it fly from long range. Off the mark. To Clarkson. Cruises inside for 2.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Harden. Gordon shot misses. Hood over to the right side. To Rodney Hood. Has a look. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you're forcing to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
2 for 2 on that trip. Deep 3 at the buzzer. The Cavs are victorious as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA.
The Cavaliers. Put one in the win column.
Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.